Hi there, Christian. My name's Andrew, and I work here at IELTSpodcast.com with Ben and the others. Thanks for submitting your first essays. They already look very well structured, nice and contained, like they might have a good flow. I'm looking forward to reading them. Over the next 8 corrections, I'll be providing you with some general feedback towards the mark scheme, as well as some detailed corrections in grammar. I'll also make some suggestions as to alternative phrases to use, because we're always trying to use formal academic language instead of the more spoken language that's more commonly known when people are studying English. So for these, I'll read through sentence by sentence, and if I stop, it means I've detected a mistake or something that could be improved. If I pause for a long time, it's just because I'm thinking. So, first sentence. Living in today's world has transformed several aspects of, I would say, social life. I think maybe this phrase here could be just modern life, but also I would rearrange this sentence a little bit, and I would say the social lives of people in the modern world have changed significantly over the last few decades. As a result of the advance in technology, communication between family members has certainly been affected. This essay will discuss whether this is a positive or negative effect, using examples to demonstrate points and support arguments. That would then be great. That would be a high-scoring introduction. Firstly, it is often said that verbal interaction between relatives is becoming less and less. This is slightly informal. Verbal interaction between relatives has reduced, would be better. This is largely because of the increasing use of sophisticated tools such as the internet and various mobile phone applications. For instance, a recent study by the University of South Australia has revealed that communication within Australian families has decreased by around 45% over the last 20 years. Therefore, it is clear that technology can be considered, I would say, a primary factor that adversely affects communication. But that's a great paragraph overall. Really, all I had to do there was make some small grammatical corrections. Secondly, there are who believe that dialogue has been altered due to the increasing pace of life. This is due to the fact that family members are forced to work, study, so this sentence is a bit long, that's all. It caused me a bit of confusion. I would say this is due to the fact that individuals are required to achieve high results both professionally and academically, as well as maintain friendships and hobbies. Indeed, a survey conducted by Harvard University showed that in order to successfully achieve all responsibilities, society has no choice but to dedicate less time to communicate with their relatives. Consequently, it can be argued that families spend less time communicating due to the significant number of responsibilities they have. To conclude, from the examples and arguments given, firmly agree that modern technology, as well as the fast pace of life, are the most relevant factors in the lack of interaction between family members. Good. You have a very clear point and a good progression to your ideas. I think you should be looking at a very high score indeed, but let's make sure that we eliminate these smaller errors, because this will allow you to move up from around the difference between a 6.5 and an 8 is quite literally just the number of errors people make. If we can correct our own work and learn to spot our own mistakes, we can go from the 6.5 to the 7.5 or 8 quite easily. Next topic. In recent years, there has... Okay, one sec. I would say the value of reading in education for children has long been known as advantageous. However, it is believed that a child is able to produce better abilities, is able to develop better abilities by enjoying activities such as playing video games and practicing sports instead of reading. This essay will discuss both sides, using examples from electronic games and some sports to demonstrate points and support arguments. Firstly, it is often said that playing video games leads to an improvement in children's skills, and this should be possessive. Children'(s) in children's skills. This is largely because of activities which include computer and electronic games such as PlayStation. This isn't necessary. After such as, there's no punctuation. Such as PlayStation, this is fine. PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo can lead to the development of different talents. For instance, spelling mistake, C. A recent study by the World Health Organization has revealed that young gamers, let's not do this, young people who play games would be better, and they don't enlarge their spatial awareness, they increase their spatial awareness. And it's not special awareness, it's spatial awareness, that is the awareness of space. Increase their spatial awareness by up to 4 times as much when compared with children who read only. Therefore, it is clear that enjoyable activities, such as playing video games, can support children in the development of better abilities when compared with reading alone. Secondly, there are those who believe that entertaining activities such as sports generate remarkable abilities in the younger population. This is due to the fact that exercise helps to develop not only cognitive skills but also physical competitive abilities. Indeed, it has been discovered by the Harvard University, actually it's just Harvard University. You could say the University of Harvard, but we would normally just say it has been discovered by Harvard University that children between the ages of 9 and 14 years old, okay, we can use that, between the ages of 9 and 14 years old achieve superior skills by practicing sports such as tennis, football, soccer, amongst others. So here, this is ambiguous. It says there's something else to say, but I'm not going to say it. So give us a full list, but also when citing a study or results from a university, we must tell the people how it was measured and what the outcome was. How do we know what were the superior skills? How were they developed? How were they measured? What was the result? Consequently, it can be argued that teenagers produce exceptional abilities when fully engaged with an activity, let's say, fully engaged. To conclude from the examples and arguments given, I firmly agree that children's performance is increased when doing entertaining tasks in comparison to those who read. So I'm very impressed actually with your first essays. What we need you to do now is go through these essays and correct them yourself using the suggestions I've given you, and then write your next tasks, which I've included in this email, and send them all together in one email to me, and I will send them back to you as soon as possible. Very well done so far, Cristian. This is great work. Have a wonderful day, and I will speak to you very soon. Bye bye now.